Hey there, fellow wet shavers. Brian here at the Wet Shave Experience. Welcome to the channel today. Today I'll be using Mammoth Soap's Embrace along with the matching aftershave balm. I will be using my Rockwell 6S with the R4 plate. Now you can't see that, especially with the black coat on the razor, but this is a first use NASA blade in here, which is my current go-to blade. I have my Moon Soap synthetic brush, and we are all lathered up in my brother-in-law made Roger Quinn or Quintero Designs 3D bowl. Gotta try to chip that bottom part off, but my brother-in-law is still kind of toying with the 3D printer and perfecting his technique, but he's made me some bowls. This size I really like. I'm not sure if that's the middle size. This was the white one he made me, and for perspective, that fits in there. So this was way too big, engulfed everything. So this has now become a kid's bath toy. So that's the extra large, I think. This one is a great size for me. Has a little handle on there that can hold the brush if you balance it right. Anyways, thanks for tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. If you've been here a while, thanks for the continued support. Appreciate it. Hopefully folks like what you see. And if you do, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. That's the way it goes. All right, so we're gonna wet the face. Actually, I'm gonna put some warm water on here. All right, so we've got take two with Mammoth here, House of Mammoth. And this is the Embrace. And we are lathered up. And again, as I mentioned yesterday, I am determined to find a Mammoth scent that I enjoy, because I really, I didn't get that in my coffee. I am rocking the Captain America mug today. So yesterday I used the Tobacconist, which to me was just, and I'm getting it with this too. So again, as I mentioned yesterday, House of Mammoth is a bit, as a newcomer to the scene, when I first came on, you couldn't get House of Mammoth. So that was like, oh, I got to get that because everybody must want it. And, he upped his production with his partnership with Chicago Grooming and came out with Moody Indigo, which actually in hindsight, I got rid of that. And in hindsight, that I might have been too quick on that one to pull the trigger. I might have to go back and try that one. I liked almond leather. That's so far still my favorite House of Mammoth that I've tried. Huga was not for me, and Tobacconist was not for me, and I'm thinking Embrace is not for me either. To me, Huga and Tobacconist and this scent have a real earthiness to them, and I don't know if it's the musk. Like yesterday, I thought it was like the spice and the dried fruit, because I do like tobacco and I do like amber and cedar and all that was in the Tobacconist yesterday. So I thought I would enjoy that, but I thought it was maybe too much of the dried fruit and the spice that was kind of giving me that vibe. This one, the scent notes, pink pepper, cardamom, coffee, berry, guaiac wood, labdamen, patchouli, and a range of musks. So there's musk in this as well. So I don't know, I get a little bit of the berry, not so much the pink pepper. I think to me, the berry and the patchouli is probably, and the musk maybe, are the most prominent. And I also feel like this is like a very earthy. I'm from Eugene, or not from Eugene, but I live in Eugene. I've lived here quite a while. I'm originally from Southern California, but this is the Berkeley of the Northwest. So if something smells earthy, I know what that smells like because it's all over the place here. So, and it's just frankly, I'm not big on the patchouli earthy vibe. And I'm getting that with this in a different way a little bit than the Tobacconist, but I'm getting a similar vibe to it. I don't really pick up the coffee a whole lot. Like I said, I do kind of feel like I get a little bit of the berry. All right, let's go in for pass 2. Got my Peloton ride in this morning, 45-minute ride. So that's good. We'll see if we're gonna get on the channel tomorrow. I have to be at work early. We have our corporate office and distribution center here in town, and we are putting on a COVID clinic because the distribution center workers are not eligible. So our overnight shift gets off at 7 a.m. So I got to be in there early to set up and put some shots in arms tomorrow. So if I can get up early enough, I'll get my shave on camera. If not, I won't. I do really like this tusk base. It's a softer soap, similar to like a milk steak or any of those super soft bases. It lathers up really easy in the bowl for me. Doesn't take too much to get it all lathered up, and so I think that's why I'm determined. Maybe I'll just buy an unscented Mammoth, just because that's how much I like the base. But one of these days, I am gonna find a scent from Mammoth that's gonna blow me away, and I'm gonna buy like 5 sets of it. I totally respect what Ben is doing, and I totally respect his desire to come out with unique scents. And I think just different noses for different folks. I'm sure many people will thoroughly enjoy this. And he made this, it's called Embrace, because his brother lives across the country. And this was like his COVID, I'm gonna reach out my arms and hug my brother who lives on the other side of the country, who he's not able or hasn't been able to see. So this was kind of his tribute to his brother and a tribute to those who need a warm hug. And so totally respect all that. I know we could all use that. There's certainly some family members that I haven't seen in a long time that I'd like to give a hug to, that's for sure. Especially I have a 94-year-old grandmother down in Southern California. And my grandfather passed last year. And so she lives by herself. Fortunately, my sister lives not too far away, so she's able to go help her. And she lives in in her own house in an independent. So she's totally independent actually. But she lives in like this, I don't know, 500 or 600 home golf course community, gated community. So she's got a lot of friends that help her. So that's really good. She plays cards and they help take her shopping, and she still drives. So, but anyways, looking forward to, I'm vaccinated. My wife will be vaccinated shortly, and then my sister and her husband got vaccinated. They got their second shot on Monday. So my mom's now vaccinated. And so hopefully in the near future, we'll all be able to get together. So that's the one upside to me for sure for getting vaccinated is being able to give the ones you haven't seen in a long time a hug, for sure. All right, against the grain here. And the Rockwell 6S, I really love this razor. I think this and the Carve are my 2 favorites for sure. I'm on the R4. Sometimes I'll rock the 3, but the 3 and the 4 are where it's at for me. Again, I don't like or prefer a ton of blade feel. And my hair is not particularly dense nor particularly coarse. So I am, I don't need a very aggressive razor to get a really good shave, nor do I need a lot of blade feel. So I think I'm going to try to do a comparison side by side with the 6S and the Model T, because I like the Model T as well, but there are some subtle differences between the two razors. Getting a little, as my son would call it, a mimple right there. It's one of those kind of underneath the skin, and it's just like kind of sore, but it's not like poking out or anything. Man, I hate those. You'd think by this point that they wouldn't happen anymore, right? I'm far from a teenager, that's for sure. So on the third pass, I don't do the traditional fool's pass. I just kind of pull the skin a little bit different directions. Try to get a little bit closer there. I've got to make sure I get the corners. If I don't, and like I happen to lick my lips or something and I feel a hair right there, it'll bother me all day long. All right. And then for me on the neck, the third pass is more of a cleanup pass. The second pass is more of an against the grain pass, but I have some hairs that grow in some awkward directions. And then this particular jawline is more difficult for me to get smooth than this side, which is kind of strange, but and I really like this tusk base. Well, I did give myself right there though, didn't I? So, not a perfect shade today. All right, let's rinse off and get to the post. You know what? I got an area around my nose. I got to get a little bit better. Just felt. Scent strength on this, by the way. I think a lot of artisans are starting to lean because of more and more reports of fragrance burn, or irritation. I feel like some of the artisans now are kind of coming back to center, or a little like back to medium rather than high. Not everybody, but kind of medium to medium low, or high medium, or I don't know what you want to call it. But anyways, I'd say it's a medium scent strength, probably around a 4 to 5. Enough, definitely enough scent strength to smell it for sure. All right, now I'm gonna rinse the face. Same thing with yesterday's tobacconist. So none of the Mammoth soap that I've tried are like what I call like a bold and banging 6, 7, 8 scent strength kind of. It's just a little bit more mellow, and that's totally fine. I like some higher scent strengths at time, but I don't need that every time. All right, and we've got the matching balm here. I'm gonna be a little more careful with this. I feel like the balm yesterday was a little bit more liquidy than the previous sets that I've tried, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure, but I definitely poured way too much out in my hand. Maybe I just didn't shake it well enough yesterday. I don't know. Let's give it a good shake. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. Yeah, see, this is coming out way slower, way thicker. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't shake it yesterday. All right. Okay, so my verdict, this scent is not for me. Rinse my hands off here. I definitely, in the balm, I'm just looking at the ingredients here. I actually started taping them to my mirror. uh, yeah, I mean, it's just, I get some berry, the wood. I think there's a little, maybe it's too much musk. Maybe, I think I've tried stuff with musk in it before that I've liked. So maybe it's just too musk forward to me. I don't know that, but there's definitely, like I said, to me, to my nose, my personal opinion, the last two sets that I've tried have a similar earthy vibe. Uh, I don't know, just not my wheelhouse. That's all. Great soap, very nice balm, and like I said, I am determined to find the Mammoth that blows me away scent-wise, because it blows me away soap performance-wise. Anyways, thanks for tuning in today, folks. And again, if you haven't seen the Barbas video and you're looking for a giveaway, I'm going to give it away. Check that video out on how to enter. I'm going to let that run through tomorrow, Friday, and then I will announce a winner soon. So anyways, if you haven't checked it out, check it out, and we'll see you soon on the channel.